Oh man, DJ Akademiks is out here talking revenge on every media personality who spoke up after he allegedly got slapped. Now listen, last night during the Grammys, after doing the most for Trump and his crowd, Nicki Minaj hopped on Twitter and went off. Shocker, right? And if you don't keep up with Nicki Minaj's Twitter account, honestly, congratulations. Because every other day, she's on there taking shots at Rock Nation and Jay-Z. At this point, Nicki's Twitter reads like a superfan account obsessed with conspiracies from sunup to sundown. Any tiny inconvenience that happens to Nicki, and tell me if this sounds familiar, who do you think gets blamed online? Jay-Z and Rock Nation. If she's walking down the street and trips over air, somehow it's still Jay-Z and Rock Nation's fault. Now, after getting roasted at the Grammys by Trevor Noah,
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look.
Nicki Minaj jumped back on Twitter and aimed another public jab in Jay-Z's direction. This time, she resurfaced old photos of Jay-Z with Aaliyah, along with images of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. She wrote, "Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old today and how y'all would have had his head on a platter." She escalated the point by accusing him of inappropriate behavior with younger people in public settings. Now hold up. DJ Akademiks sees Nicki going at Jay-Z, and that's when he pivots and shifts attention toward media personalities who spoke on him allegedly being slapped. Akademiks specifically called out Joe Budden, Wayno, Company Man, and Wack 100, challenging them to address these unverified accusations Nicki was circulating. Here's exactly what he had to say.
Next tweet, Nicki says, "Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up." Ooh, double entendre, I would believe. She then tweets, "Trevor refuses to come out of the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend." She does say allegedly, though. So Nicki's a little bit aware of not getting sued. She said, "They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about the abuse I suffered." She's also accused them of supposedly messing with like something of the sort like that, right? "They've been trying to stall all my projects in hopes I'd lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all, leave me alone. Now you'll understand why you should have just sat there and taken your meds." She says, "Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out there with a 16-year-old in this day and age and how y'all would have had his head on a platter. The guy was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight." Hey, all y'all niggas who love comment on me, bro. Everybody, hey, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Hey, oh, let me signal here. Hey. I seen everybody do think pieces on supposedly a non-existent event that didn't happen, but I seen everybody role playing on podcasts what is happening if I got slapped or not, which it didn't happen, but whatever, cool. I'll let y'all rock with that, but I need all of y'all to keep the same energy and talk about this. Joe Budden, I can't wait to watch your next podcast. I need to, Wednesday can't come quick enough. This picture look crazy. If I watch the next Joe Budden podcast and y'all don't put this picture up and be like, yo, this look like a preteen boy with a grown-ass man and this shit was wrong, I know y'all biased. Wayno, I need you to talk about this one. Wayno, need you to talk about this one. Wack 100, everybody. The Company Man, oh yeah, Elliot Wilson. Elliot. There's no more Drake news coming for you, brother. This is what you need to talk about. This don't look right, gang. Elliot, Why does this picture look like this? Bro, she don't even got breastises. She don't even need a trainer, bro. Like, she ain't even go through puberty. Elliot! Yo, bring back, what's the name of that shit that they canceled? With DJ Dickhead, what's the shit name? I forgot it. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas had a short run, man. Their reign at the top was shorter than Leprechaun. They were never at the top. What's the name of that shit called? Bigger Picture. Nah, y'all need a special episode. This is the thumbnail. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Ebro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me look at their views. Ebro been flopping. You remember they're like, yo, we're going to do the morning show. Ebro.
Now, there are plenty of reasons why these tweets and accusations from Nicki Minaj aren't being taken seriously. But the biggest one, listen to this, is nobody is trying to invite a lawsuit over claims that haven't been proven. At the end of the day, this is Nicki Minaj recycling internet chatter. Nothing she's alleged about Jay-Z is verified, documented, or even something she personally witnessed. This is straight from the mouths of her fan base, the ones who already can't stand Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and she's simply echoing it to her Twitter audience. Now, second point, and hold up, because if you watch the Joe Budden podcast regularly, Joe openly admits his Jay-Z bias damn near every episode. He doesn't even attempt to disguise how partial he is toward Jay-Z. In fact, it's become a running joke on the show that there are certain people Joe just refuses to criticize. Jay-Z, Diddy, well, before all that strange mess surfaced, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and a few others fall into that same protected category. So let's be real. Nobody would be surprised if Joe chooses to stay completely quiet on this. And lastly, girl, let's really talk. They already know Akademiks doesn't actually care about this topic. Akademiks is hoping other voices jump in so he can tag team Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Almost everyone in media operates with some kind of bias, whether they admit it or not. The same way Akademiks won't touch unverified stories about Drake or 6ix9ine is the exact same way Joe won't entertain unverified claims about Jay-Z. And especially not allegations coming from Nicki Minaj of all people, considering Joe Budden publicly denounced her just 2 weeks ago.
Nicki Minaj, Turning Point USA. She went out there. By now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. Sorry, I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me, don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes how y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I view you, and this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't give a fuck. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have. But they're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the shit that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
And Akademiks knows all of this, but because he's looking for payback, he's willing to put everyone else's credibility on the line to get it. So I want to hear from y'all in the comments. What do you make of Akademiks calling out Joe, Wayno, Wack 100, and other media figures to go at Jay-Z?
Yeah, do look tan, man. I was in Turks, man. I was having a good time out there.
Anyone is going to take the bait and jump into this? Go ahead and like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all later, man.